Shalom, Ahab, Wa, Baraka. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Waha, Rakah, Kodash, and double honors to the elder apostles, the prophets, and the teachers over at GMS who've been bringing out this 100% truth for the last 30 plus years, not wavering to the left or to the right. Let's get right into it. All right. We're going to go in on them false teachers again because the final warnings are going out, guys. The opportunity is getting smaller and smaller. You know, it's harder and harder to come to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai. That each day that you don't do what the Most High wants you to, He's going to make it harder for you the next day. So for you guys that are wicked, you're doomed. But for you guys that are confused, listen carefully. This is 2 John chapter 1, starting at verse 9. Whosoever transgresseth and abideth not in the doctrine of Yahushai hath not Yahweh. He that abideth in the doctrine of Yahushai, he hath both the Father and the Son. So you're going to have a lot of camps out there right now, and Christian teachers and Protestants, and you got all the denominations of Christianity. And then you've got all the denominations of being Muslims. You've got all these different religions, in other words. But none of them abide in the doctrine of Yahushua. So none of these people have the Father or the Son. If there any, this is verse 10. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed. So let's get that in the NLT. If anyone comes to your meeting and does not teach the truth about Christ, don't invite that person into your home or give any kind of encouragement. So in other words, the encouragement starts with the Holy Scripture and the 100% truth. That's how you get exhorted. The word exhorted means encouraged. All right? So let's read one more. For he that abideth him, Godspeed, is a partaker of his evil deeds. So in other words, going over to the NLT, anyone who encourages such people becomes a partner of their evil work. Okay? And conclusion. I don't know why that word's in there. That's just throwing it. So do you understand? If anyone comes to your meeting and does not teach the truth about Yahushai, do not invite that person into your home or give any kind of encouragement. Anyone who encourages such people becomes a partner of their evil work. So if somebody's out there doing wrong, you're like, yeah, man, you all good, man. You good, though. You good. Okay, so you're going to end up not so good in the end. Let's jump around some more. 1 Corinthians chapter 3, KJV authorized, parallel NLT. There it is. Where is it? All right. Let's start at verse, I think it's 10. According to the grace of Yahweh, which is given unto me as a wise master builder, I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. Okay? For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid, which is Yahushai HaMashiach. So you can't come and start building on the foundation of Yahushai and start doing different teachings. Like the Christian church, like half of these wicked ass camps. Because you know why I call camps extra wicked? Because they're supposed to be coming in truth and sincerity. The leaders are saying we're woke up now, and the first thing they do is run over to the oppressor and take a bag. They take a bag. that means that they were not sincere at any time. So let's get it in the NLT. Because of Yahweh's grace to me, I have laid foundations like an expert builder. Now, others are building on it, but whoever is building on this foundation must be very careful. Why? For no one can lay any foundation other than the one we already have, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Like I said, you cannot come in the name of I'm just going to say in the name of righteousness, since none of you motherfuckers know the name in the first place, and that you can't come in the name of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai and then start teaching outside of that doctrine. So you must be very careful. Verse 11, no one can lay a foundation other than the one we already have, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. He is deliverer, the Savior, that our Savior's coming soon. You guys are out here running the streets still, and it's a fashion show. It's a competition to see who can have the most worldly possessions. It's all just a big contest, and the Most High said, this is going to be a test for you. So, let's keep going. Anyone who builds on that foundation may use a variety of materials, gold, silver, jewels, wood, hay, or straw. But on the judgment day, fire will reveal what kind of work each builder has done. The fire will show if a person's work has any value. So was your work in vain, or was your work in righteousness? And if your work is in vain, it means you have no value to it. It was worthless. What are you out there doing? You're worthless. So let's go back over to the NLT. And let's go back to verse 13 and read it again in verse 13 in the New Living Translation. Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is. And let's stick to the spiritual, because gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity, right? So it's telling you every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. So, and I've told you this a million times. How do you know when the gold has been refined? It's when the master builder can see his reflection in the gold. So if you're reflecting God's work, now you've been revealed by fire. If you're not reflecting God's work, you are fucking burned. You don't get it, dude. That's it. You're doomed. You're done. You're done, son. You're done. That's it. I'm going to bring out a couple more verses. I think we've got the point here. But I'm just trying to do a quick class before work. I've done a class every day this week, but this might be the one I put up. I haven't put any classes up because it's quality, not quantity. I'll put up a million classes, but I just would rather have a couple really good ones. So, Most High willing, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai willing, this class is good and encouraging. Jeremiah chapter 23, KJV authorized, parallel NLT. Boom. I love that parallel. I love that parallel. I guess I just learned that. Okay, so let's go to Jeremiah chapter 23, starting at verse 25. I have heard what the prophets said, that prophecy lies in my name, saying, I have dreamed, and I have dreamed. And so how long shall this be in the heart of the prophets that prophesy lies? Yea, they are prophets of the deceit of their own heart. So that's the point right there. The deceit of your own heart, your own mind. So how long will this continue in the minds of these lying prophets who prophesy the delusions of their own mind? And taking you into people like the mega camps and the mega churches, man, that they are really wicked. I remember when Joel Osteen, when they had that big flood and Joel Osteen's church is on a hill, they had that motherfucker freshly vacuumed and cleaned. And they're like, oh no, we can't let anybody in there. It'll ruin the place. Oh. Oh. Sorry. Oh. I'm getting old. So, let me keep going. The prophets, they are prophets of the deceit of their own hearts, which think to cause my people to forget my name by their dreams, which they tell every man his own neighbor, as their fathers have forgotten my name for Baal. They think the dreams they tell one another will make my people forget my name, just as their ancestors forgot my name through Baal worship. And that goes directly into Nate, doesn't it, guys? Nate and all you Christians that, I love Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. We're so mad right now because you're not worshiping Jesus with us, and we're going to go out and celebrate Christmas because Jesus' birthday. Jesus. All I have to say is, fuck you guys. His name is Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh in the name of his only begotten Son. Yahweh means he is. In the name of his only begotten, in the name, he is the deliverer. He exists. He exists, the deliverer. Yahweh is actually how you say it. Yahweh. But Waha together is Wah. Yahweh. So Ha is the Yahweh. So when you put Yahweh Shai in there, he is the deliverer. Don't you guys get it? You guys are taking away the name. And how do you take away the name? Through wicked practices, through faulty worship, unrighteousness. The prophet who has a dream recount the dream, but let the one who has my word speak it faithfully. Okay? That's beautiful. Let's read that. Let's go back to 27 again. They think the dreams they tell one another will make my people forget my name. The name is not determined yet. Okay. Just as their ancestors forgot my name through Baal worship. Now let's go back to the King James and read verse 28. The prophets the prophet that hath a dream, let him tell the dream. And he that hath my word, let him speak my word faithfully. What is the chaff to the wheat, saith the Lord. So let's reread that again in let's read it again in the NLT. Let the prophet who has a dream recount the dream, but let the one who has my word speak it faithfully. Ooh, I love that. I love that. For what has straw to do with grain, declares the Lord. And straw's not edible. So if you were going to try and use that for nourishment, it's a metaphor, but it's worthless. It's not going to nourish you. Just like false prophets lying, they're not going to teach you anything. They're like the straw. You want grain. You want that grain because the grain provides sustenance. Okay, I gotta get this precept. I want to get this precept about the prophets and them speaking like it says they're speaking lies to make them forget the name. So how do you know who's the real prophets and who's not? Well, I mean, other than time telling you, okay, these guys GMS has been teaching the same doctrine for 30 plus years. You know, over the years when Elder Apostle Tahar took over as the leader of and started GMS, you know, there are a few doctrines that had to get changed. That's just normal. That's called progression. That's called moving forward. But over the years, nothing else has really changed. This Bible is the same. there was a few things that were misinterpreted in the earlier years. Okay, but going back to the false prophets speaking their visions and their dreams and their lies. Let me show you something. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 18, starting at verse 19. And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's start at verse 18. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee, and I will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him. That's beautiful right there. He shall speak to them all that I shall command him. So that prophet is righteous. He's coming directly from Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. He's protected by the angels. This dude's on point. Now, verse 19, and it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him. So you've got 144 prophets out there right now teaching sincere truth. Maybe not the whole 144,000, most high willing. They're all out here already, so we can get this show on the road personally. But when a real prophet speaks, they're going to speak in sincerity. They're not going to ask you for money. They're not going to ask you for anything. They're going to tell you to get your shit together on your own. They're not going to sit there and hold your hand either. You don't go walking around with the mailman just because he delivered some mail to you and you go hang out with him for the rest of the day. No. The mail gets delivered and he goes to the next house. The same with the prophet. We're not here to change your life. We're here to plant seeds. Anybody can plant, anybody can water, but only Yahweh can make things grow. But anyway, back to 19, and it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he hath spoken in my name, I will require it of him. There's another dead giveaway. Who's still calling on Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai when everybody else is stomping around the streets calling on Jesus? White Jesus. Okay, verse 20. This is the important part. But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak, or that shall speak in the name of other gods, indeed that prophet shall die. Nate, you calling on Jesus? That's another God, bro. That is not Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. The Caucasian, or I would say the European depiction and the European practice of our scriptures is a completely different God. That's why he looks different. That's why his birthday's on a different day. That's why they read this same book and get a whole different message out of it. They get a whole different message out of the same exact book. So that prophet that shall speak the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die. And we all know that the word even is an old English word that means indeed. Now let's keep going. And if thou say in thine heart, in your mind, if thou so say in your mind, how shall we know the word which Yahweh hath not spoken? Now listen carefully. Nate, Alazar, Hakah, Deacon Hakah, Hassad, all of you, Johanna, I mean. This is for you guys. When a prophet speaketh in the name of Yahweh, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which Yahweh hath not spoken. But the prophet hath spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of him. Like, perfect example is, ain't no microchip. There ain't no microchip. But that prophet hath spoken it presumptuously. Thou shalt not be afraid of him. How can you fear somebody that's a known liar? So anyway, I'm gonna let's see if I got a little bit more time left this morning. So I've been trying to put out a class all week. I'm telling you guys, I got classes right now. let's go back over to Jeremiah. So, and then that way we could tie this all together. Like I said, that prophet spoke presumptuously. It's not a real prophet. That's why I'm saying don't fear somebody that don't even know what they're talking about. They're going to sit there and tell you things out of the Bible that aren't true, and then you're going to go into the Bible and find that out by studying for yourself. So you're going to wonder who's the real prophet. Well, the real prophet, they're going to say stuff that's not real. They're going to say things that don't come true. And Nate's been doing that all through. Every year he changes his precept package. This year, the 2025 precept package says that Paul took the MOTB. It says this is his precept package. In his precept package, we have to love everybody, including Edomites. Everybody can be saved. We're all in the new covenant. I mean, damn, boy, that's a lot. That is a lot of lies for one precept package. All right, let's go to the book of Malachi, chapter 3, KJV. And we're going to go to let's go to verse 1. Behold, I will send a messenger, and he shall prepare the way before me. Those are the real prophets, not the ones speaking presumptuously. And Yahweh, whom ye seek, shall suddenly come to his temple. Ooh. Even the messenger of the covenant, whom ye delight in, behold, he shall come, saith the Lord of hosts, the Shabbaoth, Yahweh's army. But who may abide in the day of his coming? And who shall stand when he appeareth? For he is like a refiner's fire, and like the fuller's soap. So, who's going to be able to stand in that day? You think that there's going to be some Joel Osteens out there, maybe some Nathaniels, maybe we'll have some Alazars. I mean, maybe an Alazar. I mean, he might be doing a gangster podcast, so who knows? He might be too busy that day. The point is that none of these people are going to be able to stand in his presence. And anybody that was in any way, shape, or form righteous would fall to their face and worship until he said, hey, get up. Just like there's multiple accounts of that where a person will fall down before the angels, and the angels will tell them, don't worship me. All right, so I'm going to read one more, and then we're going to close out. I was just trying to have a class today, guys. I've been putting up classes all week, and I have not put one of the classes out on YouTube. I'm really believing in this quality. I hope that this one is quality. So, we know that the Most High is going to send a messenger before him to warn all the people. We know that that there's going to be false prophets. But whatever they say, nothing's really going to happen. So over a short period of time, honestly, you'll know whether they're real prophets or not. And Matthew 10 and 15. Verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable for the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than for that city. And that city is America. So the messengers are coming. They're telling you Yahweh is suddenly going to be in his temple. The Lord is going to be in his temple, and we're going to be worshiping. So, I'm going to read 14. Whosoever shall not receive you, nor hear your words, when you depart out of that house or city, shake off the dust off your feet. Because now, 15, verily I say unto you, it shall be more tolerable in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah in the day of judgment than the land of that city. Now, does anybody know what happened to Sodom and Gomorrah? Of course you do. The place was burned down. Fire fucking shot right out of the sky, completely demolished the place. Now, I was watching a documentary about Sodom and Gomorrah. This Caucasian went in, and he was like literally found areas that were still smoldering. And I watched it. I'm like, is this real? This place is still smoldering? Wow. Wow. It's going to be more tolerable for Sodom and Gomorrah when Yahushua returns. This whole place is upside down and backwards right now. Everything needs to be set back in order. You guys are being taught by liars and thieves, hirelings, people that are only working for money. They're not righteous. Me, I'm shadow banned. I'm shadow banned so bad on this YouTube that I'll show up with, I'll get 12 views on the first couple hours, and then 3 days later, I'll have 8 views. So you can't take back a view. Only YouTube can do that. I actually have pictures. I actually have pictures of it. Check this out. Because I don't know any other way to defend myself. So, let's go. So if you were, where is it? Here it is. So on the first day, I saw backwards. I'm sorry about that. That's 12 views, day 1. Now watch this. That was day 1. Day 3, they changed the thumbnail and put my son in there. And now there's only 8 views on day 3. So I finally got proof that they've been shadow banning the shit out of me. I'll have like a bunch of likes and then no likes, or I'll have 0 views with like 5 or 6 likes. And I'm just like, how is this even possible? So they've glitched out and messed up a few times. And I just want to show you guys, if anybody else is also getting shadow banned to the point where I get no views, and if I was getting views, I would never know it. You're not alone. But that also says something about what you're teaching. It says that your teachings, they don't want anybody to see them. They don't want them going up. So with that being said, if anybody's got eyes to see and ears to hear, the false prophets are coming to an end. The real prophets are here, and they're putting in that work right now. So you know already whether you're with a wicked person or not, because usually your gut instinct, 100% of the time, your first thought is going to be the right thought. So when you got around that person and you were like, man, this person seems wicked. Oh, no, that's probably nothing. Well, guess what? It was something. And all those false prophets, who was ever with them, when they're judged, that those people that are joined together with those false prophets shall be judged with those false prophets. Doesn't the sheep lead the flock? So with that being said, if you got eyes to see and ears to hear, I hope you got something out of this message. Shalom.